welcome back to another video. So I know as of lately, this channel's kind of been a CF Moto Z10 content channel. But we're gonna be changing up a little bit today. We're gonna be showing the old XRC a little bit of love, doing some maintenance on this thing. Last time we had this out was the first trip we did on the 35 Rockzillas. When I put them on, put the new wheels and tires on it, I noticed I had a little bit of play in the rear wheel bearings. So what I'm gonna do today is pull them back off, pull the hubs off, press out the old bearings, press in the new bearings, and hopefully we're good to go. I know a lot of the new subscribers were here just because of the Z10 content, but I do have this thing. This is my 2022 Can-Am X3 XRC Turbo RR. Yes, it has a very long name. But I want to get this thing ready to go for this riding season because we're finally getting warm weather where we can actually get out and go riding consistently instead of just like a day where it's 50 here and a day where it's 40 here. We're almost to riding season. So I want to get this thing back up running with no issues. Got to do these wheel bearings, and then eventually I got to just do the oil change, swap out the air filter, do all that stuff. But I need to start off with these wheel bearings because I'm more worried about that than anything. Just for reference, I mean, they're not completely gone, but I mean, they're wiggling and they're making some noise. Look at the other one. That one's even worse. All right, so I'm gonna pop the wheels off and start pulling some nuts and bolts, get these hubs off so I can press these old ones out. All right, from the looks of it, after you get that cotter pin out, which was a pain in the butt to get out, you got two 15 mils to take your brake caliper off. So I took that off, got it up out of the way. After getting all that out of the way, it looks like you have an 18 mil here on the top, 18 mil on the bottom, and I believe this one's a 19 mil. So I'm gonna pop all them off. Hopefully we can get the snub of the axle to kind of go back in so we can get the hub off of here. I was trying to rush this, and I should probably mention, you don't have to take the bottom bolt nut off. This is for the bottom radius rod, control arm, whatever you want to call it. That one can stay in because that's what keeps the hub and the trailing arm kind of aligned and plumb. So leave that bottom one in. I pulled it out. If you do pull it out on accident, all you gotta do is jack the trailing arm up and then just put the bolt back in. Not a big deal, but you can leave that one in. So just pull the top one out. The middle one is gonna be connected to the actual hub itself. So with these both out of the way, I just put this one back up there so it's kind of out of my way. Now you do the same thing on the other side. I got both hubs off. What I'm gonna do now is grab the hubs, throw them in the car, run over to my dad's house because he has a press. Use said press these Johnnies out, put the new ones in, put it all back together. Hopefully it goes together smoothly. For some reason, this middle radius rod did not want to come out of this little channel here on the actual hub. So hopefully it doesn't fight me going back in. I should probably mention that they do make a kit that you don't have to remove the entire hub off of here in order to pull the wheel bearing out. I think the one at Harbor Freight actually works for this too because it comes with a bunch of different sizes. I don't have that kit, so I ended up ordering Nice CNC, which I worked with them in the past on some stuff on my other channel, but they have a tool to press out the old bearing and press in the new one. So I ordered this off Amazon. I'll put all the links down below. And then they also make a wheel bearing grease tool. So you don't have to actually pull the bearing out to grease it. This thing slides inside the hub and then you can grease it with this. So I'll put the links to both of these down below in the description. I ended up just going with some BRP factory Can-Am wheel bearings. You can't go wrong with OEM, so that's why I did that. There's probably some very good ones aftermarket that you can get cheaper. I mean, these weren't crazy expensive. If you guys have used other ones in the past, definitely let me know down in the description. So if I have to do this again, I can save myself some money. But yeah, I'm gonna take all this stuff, head over to my dad's house. Yeah, let's go press these old bearings out, get some new ones put in. Back to the house now. Got the new bearings pressed into the hubs. The one, I don't remember what side it was, but the one side, the knuckle and the rotor would not come off. So I had to pretty much take a socket, if you guys ever have to do this. I take a socket that fit just inside there, like this inside ring. And then I whacked it with a dead blow and it kind of pushed it and separated it. I guess that's the best way I found. That's how I recommend doing it. But we got the new bearings in. Still got to throw everything back together. Hopefully it doesn't fight me going back together, but yeah, just got to pretty much do everything in reverse order now. And then I'm hoping there's no more play in the actual hubs. Ideally there shouldn't be, but let's throw her back together and hopefully we're good to go. Got her back together. It actually went together easier than I thought. When I pulled out this one side, this middle radius arm or radius rod was like binding kind of as it was coming out, but it went in kind of how you'd expect it to go in. Went in pretty easy. This is my first time ever doing wheel bearings on one of these. Not that hard, pretty easy. If you have a press, I definitely wouldn't recommend trying to tackle it without a press. But if you have a press, buy that tool. I'll link it down below in the description. Pretty straightforward if you have that. Yeah, should be good to go now. The only thing left that I have to do to this to get it ready for this season and start playing around with it a little bit more is I'm just gonna do a fluid change on it, put a new air filter in it, and then we got some cool stuff that's planned for this. We got some parts sitting over here, some stuff there, there's some stuff up there. We're gonna be doing cool stuff with the X3, so if you guys like X3 content, definitely stick around. And if you guys have to do a wheel bearing on your X3, hopefully this video helped you out a little bit. Yeah, this thing's ready to rip, ready to have some fun with it this summer. And if you guys like side-by-side content, that's literally all this channel's about. So I definitely recommend smashing that subscribe button. If you guys want to help out the channel, pick up some merch. Got some hats, got shirts, hoodies, whatever you guys want, go to sidebysidecentral.com. Real quick before we end the video, I want to say huge shout out to you guys that have been supporting the channel, everyone that's been commenting, watching, liking, and sharing all the videos, everyone who's been buying merch off the website. Because of you guys, that is literally the only reason we're able to make as much content on side-by-sides as we are. I wanted to announce the winner of the 30K subscriber giveaway that we did. Shout out to John. He won our little merch giveaway that we did. In case you guys missed it, we did a little bit of a merch giveaway since we hit 30,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel. So if you guys want to win some free merch, make sure you smash that subscribe button. You stay tuned because the next giveaway is going to be at 40K. We'll see you guys then.